Dhanaseri sir, you are not audible. Meeting. Praveen sir.
So Ganesh sir, can you hear my voice, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Uh, Good afternoon, everyone. Now I would like to call upon Mr. C. Ganesh, Associate Professor and Head of the Department, to deliver the welcome speech and presidential address. Sir Ganesh sir,
Okay, sir. Okay.
the session has been yours, sir.
Good afternoon to one and all. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to Launchpad 2026 Real World Skills for Future Engineers, organized by SA Engineering College. I extend a warm welcome to our respected management, principal, and various heads of the department, faculty members, and my dear students. A special and heartfelt welcome to our esteemed resource person, Dr. G. Karthik, Research Engineer, Tamil Nadu Center of Excellence for Advanced Manufacturing. He holds a PhD in manufacturing from NIT Warangal and specialized in CFD, finite element modeling, and vibration assisted machining. His work focuses on integrating multi-physics simulations to solve complex engineering problems in manufacturing and thermal systems. We are grateful to have you with us today to share your valuable industry knowledge and experience. I am sure this session will inspire our first year students and help them understand the skill required for a successful engineering career. I request everyone to actively participate and make the best use of this wonderful learning opportunity. I warmly welcome you all and wish the program a grand success. Thank you. Karthik sir.
Karthik sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible.
Now you can continue, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. First of all, let me thank the management of SA Engineering College and TANCAM for giving me this opportunity. So it gives me immense pleasure to participate in this kind of initiatives where we can tell the future engineers or maybe the first year students to do what is helpful for their future in the next 4 years, since they just stepped into the engineering domain. So I hope I am audible and clear. Let me start with presentation. Since only 1 hour is given, I will quickly wrap up the things. So if students, if you are having any doubt, you can feel free to uh, you ask me either at the end or wherever you want. You can raise your questions in the chat box. I will be active in the chat box as well, and you can unmute yourself and you can discuss with me. So I think my screen is visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is visible.
Yes, sir. Thank you. So let me make it full screen, sir. Yeah. Okay. So today we are going to discuss on a topic called Beyond the Syllabus, Real World Skills for Future Engineers. So myself, as the sir introduced, myself, Dr. Karthik from TANCAM. I'm working as research engineer for the past 3 years in Tamil Nadu Center of Excellence for Advanced Manufacturing, one of the Center of Excellences established under the Tamil Nadu Industrial Development Corporation. So we have a good connect with SA Engineering College. We have a spoke center established, and it was a very active spoke center, like other spoke centers. And we recently organized a couple of workshops as well. And we are taking SA Engineering College in association with TANCAM is taking many initiatives for promoting this 3D experience and 3D technology to the students of SA Engineering College. So with that, moving forward, so what we are going to discuss today is why we have to know why we have chosen engineering is my first question, and then with that we will see what are the different opportunities, what are the different skill sets needed for different engineering branches students to cope up with the upcoming demands of the industry, and at the same time we will also see the development of the student or the person, not only from the academic perspective but also as a good human being as a whole. Okay, so moving forward. Yeah. So we'll see what are the branch-wise career opportunities in core and non-core sectors, how to plan your studies, what are the different online courses and skill development courses available, what are the latest tools like ChatGPT and all, how can you use for your benefits, and then time management, self-motivation and mindset building, which is the key for success, and then the special focus on girl students and a balanced growth, particularly in engineering domain. And then, so my first question, I think most of the students are able to hear me. So I wish someone of you can unmute yourself and answer this question. So let's say, for example, you have chosen some branch of engineering or civil, mechanical, electrical, CSE, IT, or whatever it is. So why you have chosen that branch of engineering is my first question. Can anyone answer here? You can unmute yourself and you can answer. Okay, it is quite understandable because you are first year students, you may be hesitant to answer. So why, first of all, you have to question yourself why you have chosen that branch of engineering. To excel in that branch of engineering, what are the extra skills required? And at the end of the day, if you complete your BTech or BE, obviously you will become an engineer, right? So are you becoming just a graduate or you are becoming a real engineer? That's the question you have to pose in your mind. Okay, so anyone who completes degree, whether it may be BTech, BE or whatever it is, he is a graduate. But you can only be called as an engineer once your thinking is in the form of how an engineer thinks, right? A problematic situation can be solved in a simplest manner. That is how an engineer thinks. How an engineer thinks. Application with respect to physics, applying physics in every aspect of life is how an engineer thinks. So, is your thinking capabilities improved in that way? Then only you can be called an engineer. Otherwise, you will be simply a graduate. So, what are the different habits you have to follow every day to become more confident, and many other things we will see. So before that, let's see what are the different branches meant to each engineering student. So basically, engineering is divided into two main aspects. One is core engineering and another one is non-core engineering. Of course, many sub-classifications are there. I'm not going into that. So core engineering is actually the building the physical world. Okay, so the way you call it machines, you call it buildings, you call it electrical lines or whatever it may be. They are nothing but the core engineering. Basically, mechanical, civil, and electrical and electronics will come under core engineering branches. Okay, so let's say, for example, you have chosen mechanical engineering. Your ultimate task will be either building machines, vehicle subsystems, automobiles, aerospace domains. Of course, nowadays mechanical engineering people are everywhere. They are into many other domains as well. It is not limited to any particular field of interest. As I kept here some examples, you can see EVs, robots, engines, 3D printing, HVAC. HVAC means heating and air conditioning, like refrigeration and air conditioning systems, all the electrical vehicles, robots, machines, 3D printing, and all these come under mechanical engineering branches. Coming to civil engineering, so it constructs infrastructure and sustainable environments. Many, developments are there in civil engineering. It's not only just construction, but also creating digital twins of the existing cities. For example, Singapore city is now planning for to have a virtual city. So there you need to do all the mapping, all the using all the lidar, drones, and everything. You should map it and develop a 3D model of a real-time city with all the drainage facility, traffic, road lines, water pipelines, everything. Okay, so the branches of engineering like mechanical, civil are also getting updated day by day. So we will discuss that also. So these are the basic things in core engineering. And in continuation to that, electronics and power. So that is ECE and Triple E, electronics and communication engineering, and electrical and electronics engineering. Here, embedded systems, sensors, communication devices, related to IoT, 5G, whatever the smartphones you are using, automation, sensors, all these come under electronics and communication. Whereas, just give me a minute. Let me minimize this screen. I think my screen is visible to all of you. Yes. Yeah. So electronics engineering people work on energy systems, power generation, power electronics, automation. Of course, more or less, EC and Triple E are like a friendship, are friends. They will have common subjects between them, like civil and mechanical engineering people, right? So civil and mechanical engineering people, if you take structural engineering, strength of materials are common. Of course, structural engineering we study in one aspect, civil engineering people will study in another aspect. Similarly, electronics and communication engineering. So, and electrical engineering, they deal with communication devices, sensors, automation, power electronics, embedded systems, power generation, and all such things. Okay. So today's examples, you can see all the IoT, 5G, smartphones, automation, sensors, solar panels, smart grids, power lines, electrical circuits, electrical motors, electrical generators. Okay, all the power consumers as well as the production devices like the power plants. All these come under electrical engineering. But you have to remember one thing: this electrical engineering or electronics and communication engineering, they alone cannot survive, but they also require support from other branches of engineering. Similarly, other branches of engineering require support from electronics, communication, and electrical engineering as well. So we will discuss that a little deeper once we cover CSC and IT part. So digital and software, these are non-core branches. So this is the latest technology. Now many students are moving towards computer science and IT power. So that's why we call this age as information age. So in this developing softwares, managing and applying the technology to the business systems, cyber security, artificial intelligence, and machine learning, all will come under non-core branches of engineering, that is computer science and IT. Now, if you imagine for deployment of any system, let's say I want to develop a smart AC. So a smart AC requires uh, artificial intelligence, which comes from computer science background, sensors and communication devices, which comes from ECE background, power or current or electricity, which comes from electrical engineering background, and a physical system, a refrigeration unit, which all comes from mechanical engineering background, and you have to set up everything in the building, which comes from civil engineering background. So if you look at it, engineering cannot be taken as one particular subject itself, but it requires expertise in one, touch in others. Like, for example, you should be excelled in one particular branch of engineering, let's say mechanical engineering or electrical engineering or civil engineering, but you should have certain skills to survive with which are from other branches of engineering as well, like computer science and IT. That's why if you see your curriculums are equipped with skills like artificial intelligence, data analytics nowadays. Even when we are studying, Java used to be there. Programming languages like C and C++ used to be there. Now Python is there. Now that is what I wish to tell you. So if you want to survive in today's scenario, you should be excelling in one particular domain of engineering. At the same time, you should have proficiency in other branches of engineering which are related to artificial intelligence, programming, etc. So these are different branches of engineering which we come across, and even SA Engineering College have all these engineering. So most of the students who are listening to this lecture are also from these branches. And then, so what is the career landscape? Of course, now it was almost 10 days or 15 days you have started your journey, and you are you are all Gen Z students who have more understanding and knowledge regarding what you are doing rather than the people from 90s like us. So I don't want to discuss more about how to study and all, but first of all, let's understand what after engineering. Okay, you started engineering today. 4 years later, you will study some subjects, you clear all the papers, you get some percentage, and finally at the end of the day you have to settle in a job, right? That is the basic requirement after engineering, right? So engineering is not just a path to a job, so you have to remember that. Okay, so if you just for example, if you, as I mentioned here, if you see, there are many opportunities after engineering, but only job or a particular nature of job is not the end of engineering. Engineering will be in everyday aspect of your life. Okay, so it's a platform for unlimited growth in many directions, which means you, as I told you, you should be excelled in one particular branch, and you should have an equal understanding or at least understanding of the other branches of engineering. So that opens gates for many career opportunities after engineering. It's not like some other degrees or some. Of course, I'm not underestimating other degrees or other branches. But engineering is very specific. Engineering gives you many directions to grow in your career. Okay, so you have core sector opportunities, which are branch specific roles. For example, mechanical engineering people will find opportunities in power plants. They will find opportunities in automobile industry. Similarly, electrical engineering students will find opportunities in electrical related industries, electronics and communication in communication sector, and CSE and IT people will find in information technology as well as tech services, all such kind of things. So core sector opportunities and non-core sector opportunities. So core sector people can shift to non-core sector opportunities also. For example, nowadays, if you can see many mechanical engineering, civil engineering students are shifting towards artificial intelligence as their career path. So that is what people are expecting today. So that is what you have to learn today. So you have to explore interdisciplinary career opportunities also. Okay, so you should not restrict yourself. I am a core student, I cannot go for non-core opportunities, or I am a non-core student, I should not go for core opportunities. There is nothing like that. Okay, it's nowadays it is everything mixed up. For example, electrical vehicle is there, or electrical vehicles with autonomous capabilities like Tesla car is there. So you require an engine, which is a mechanical part, right? You require an body, which is an automobile engineering aspect. You require an electrical system to drive, because it is sometimes you go for a hybrid, sometimes you go for pure electric, or sometimes you go for pure engine driven, right? So if you are going for a hybrid where you have electrical and conventional engine, you require the expertise of both mechanical people and electrical people, right? So likewise, and for autonomous vehicles, for example, if you are designing an autonomous vehicle which drives it on its own, which drives on the road, assessing the traffic using sensors and taking the decision on its own, and it drives as per the map given by the user. So it should have an artificial intelligence, which is a CSC aspect, right? So that is what I am stressing from the beginning onwards. You should have both core and non-core, what you call expertise, so that you can have better and unlimited growth opportunities in many directions. So if, for example, if you want to continue your education after engineering, you have many higher education opportunities in India as well as abroad. And if you want to settle in government sector, many opportunities are there in government, both in central and state. You have opportunities in teaching, you have opportunities in government establishments, PSUs, Maharatna companies and all. Well, very, very big companies, very big good opportunities. And you can even go for public service commissions like IAS, IPS, or Group 1, Group 2 at the state level. All are possible with engineering. And at the same time, you can develop your own startups and become entrepreneurs, which is the buzzword of the day. So you can have your own company. You can be the CEO, founder, whatever you call it. So because nowadays in all the LinkedIn profiles, I am seeing second year, third year students in engineering are becoming CEOs and founders of particular companies. There was a very good ecosystem for startups and entrepreneurship in Tamil Nadu. So you can explore it. And research and innovation. So if you go beyond masters, now you are in undergraduate. After that, you will have post graduation, which we call masters. And even if you want to go beyond also, you can go, you can become scientists in government sectors or in private sectors. You can work in R&D. You can perform your you can complete your PhD and postdoctoral. Many opportunities are there. And teaching and academia, if you are interested towards if you have the skills towards teaching and all, you can settle yourself in teaching positions like professor, assistant professor, either in government sector or private sector. And you have many other opportunities as well. And some of the government sector opportunities after engineering for core branches I have kept here. So first one is UPSC, that is where you become a part of administrative service or police service, IAS, IPS, IFS, all these things. And DRDO, defense organizations, ISRO, space organizations, Indian Railways, CSIR, similarly BHEL, SAIL, Steel Authority of India, Coal India Limited, NTPC, technology. These are all mainly mainly related to core branches like mechanical, civil, aerospace, and all. ONGC is there, National Highway Authority is there, Airport Authority of India is there. So you have many opportunities. I have placed only a few here. At the same time, you have Staff Selection Commission. In Staff Selection Commission alone, you have many other opportunities. So each sector which I am showing here has many other subdivisions where you can get very good government placement, because many people will have the dream of getting a government job. So after engineering, you no need to fix for an IT industry, or you no need to fix for a private industry. Still, if you have the capability and skill set, government sector has a lot of opportunities you can explore. And then what are the skills needed for government job? Because see, first year is the basic foundation for engineering. All the 4 years of engineering, if you put on a scale, 3 years engineering after, that is second year, third year, and fourth year are one, and first year is one. The reason is, here you will have all the foundations. You will learn the essence of engineering, which you are going to study in the next 3 years, whether it may be mechanical, civil, CSE, or IT. And then based on this foundation, you construct a very good building in your second year, third year, and fourth year. So first year engineering is very crucial. It is also very crucial from academics, from percentage or your grade points point of view. For example, if someone scores 90-95% in first year engineering, because you have already the basics required for getting good marks in first year engineering from your plus 2 or from your SSC and plus 2, you can get very good. If you can get very good marks in your first year engineering, that forms the foundation for next 3 years. Because next 3 years core engineering, it's very difficult. You have all the core branches which are very much new to you. You should study, solve the problems, get the marks. It's very difficult. If you have this first year engineering percentage as your basement, this percentage will cover the entire 3 years, so that you can maintain a very good academic grade point at the end of your 4 years. Okay, so this is also very crucial, because nowadays interviews are focusing on 80% and above graduates only. At the same time, they are asking for no backlogs right from 10th or intermediate onwards to end of engineering. So that is the demand of the day. So because you have more and more engineering graduates every year, so you have less job opportunities. So the competition is very huge, right? So you have to possess a certain skills if you want to go for a government job, or either you have to go for a private sector. So first year is the basement, as I told you. So let's look at what are the skills that are required. First of all, you should have good aptitude and logical reasoning. So for every, you should have, you should be practicing more and more aptitude and logical reasoning questions. You can refer to books like Aptitude and Reasoning by R.S. Agarwal, Verbal and Non-Verbal Reasoning by R.S. Agarwal. Such kind of books. Of course, many other books are available in the market, but these are general competitive exam referred books. So these books you can learn. See, don't look at it as a preparation aspect for your examination alone. You make it a habit, as you learn every day a few problematic things related to aptitude, few problematic things related to reasoning, and try to solve them. That sharpens your mind. Then you should have good general knowledge and current affairs. You should make a habit to learn newspapers every day. You should have understanding of what is happening in and around. You should have good understanding of what are the things happening in your state, as well as at the country level, and even sometimes the world. And likewise, you should have good general knowledge. English communication and comprehension, you should have good communication skills. This is very much essential. Even if you are from Tamil medium, or even if you are not having good communication skills, in English, even though you are from English medium. There is nothing like Tamil medium or English medium or any other medium once you are into engineering. Okay, you have to study and you have to improve your communication skills. You have to have your strong foundation in your mother tongue, Tamil or Telugu or whatever it is. At the same time, you should have expertise in English because English is a universal language, right? So next, answer writing and descriptive skills. So you should have that habit of explaining the things in a better, simpler way. So that is very much essential. That is a very good skill set you should possess. And time management and exam strategy. You should manage your time. So I'll at the end of the presentation, I'll give you a couple of skills to manage your time. Interview and personality development, particularly for government exams where the competition is very huge. Of course, even it is for private sector also, you should have good interview and personality development. So you should maintain good communication skills. You should know how to talk to the other people, how to talk to your elders, how to talk to your parallels, I mean, your colleagues, how to talk to your classmates, how to talk to your teachers. Everything is a exercise for your future. You should think that way. Basic computer and digital literacy. You should know basic computer. What are the latest technologies? You should not be. You need not be an expert, but you should know what are the capabilities of a particular software, something like that, right? And then the main important thing is discipline, focus, and consistency. See, first day after a new program, you will have all that enthusiasm and interest to learn. Second day, the enthusiasm will reduce a little. Third day, a little more. Fourth day, a little more. After 1 week, you will not focus on it at all. So such kind of uh, that kind of thing should be avoided. You should be disciplined, focused, and you should have consistency in doing the things. So particularly for people who are preparing for government job, this consistency and focus and discipline are very, very important, right? So coming to the private sector opportunities, you have Tata Consultancy Services. Many other companies are there. These are the giants. That's why I kept this. Infosys is there, Wipro is there, Tech Mahindra is there, Microsoft is there, Lakson and Tubro, particularly for mechanical and civil, Tata Advanced Systems for defense and aerospace applications, Mahindra Aerospace, GE Aerospace, Dassault Systems, Ashok Leyland, Shapoorji Pallonji, which is for civil engineering, Intel, CSE, IT people may be more focused, even electronics people, Electric, Schneider Electric, Biocon for biotechnology. See, many private sector opportunities are awaiting, but as I told you, competition is very huge. You should be prepared from the first day itself. Okay. So higher education. So before winding up, just let me conclude at this part. Let me take 1 more minute for this. So for preparing for these private opportunities, you should fix a goal on day one itself. For example, in your first year engineering itself, you should know where you are aiming at. You want to go for government opportunities or you want to go for private sector opportunities. Then only your preparation should start. Okay, it should not be like a mixture, or it should not be depending upon the direction of wind, right? You should not be going like this because 10 people went like this. You should not be going that way because 10 people went that way. Instead, you should have a clear mindset on what you are aiming at. If you are, as I told you earlier, if you are preparing for government job, you should have those skills which we discussed earlier. If you are preparing for these companies, for example, if you want to get a good job in TCS, you should have very good programming skills. There are programs launched by TCS like TCS Ninja, okay, Talent Hunter, many other things are there. Maybe names here and there may be changing. I think TCS Ninja is a direct recruitment. I think they may be coming to your college, but TCS Ninja is one of the direct recruitment where you will be given a few problem statements. You are supposed to solve them through coding. Now AI has taken many of these coding jobs, but you have to remember you are the judge for that. You should know what is what before relying on AI. Okay, you don't think that coding can be done by AI. I can use ChatGPT or Claude or something else to do. Why I should learn coding? It's not like that. You should be the judge. Okay, whatever thrown by the AI package should not be the ultimate answer. You should decide whether it is the correct answer or not. So if you want to go for any IT sector, your preparation should be aligned with that. If you want to go for defense sector or aerospace industry or any other aviation industry or any other particular branch of engineering, for example, mechanical engineering, L&T is a very good company. If you want to go for that, your interest should be aligned with that. What are the different projects they are doing? You should know what are the different new things are coming into that particular companies. What are the trends that are happening in that particular company? You should know. And you should prepare accordingly. Then only you will be aligned with the industry needs, right? Then coming For example, if you say, okay, sir, I am not interested in job, I want to pursue higher education, I want to do my masters and all, there are many opportunities in India and abroad. First, let's see what are the opportunities in India. Okay, so if you see, right after your BTech, once your BTech is awarded, you can write graduate aptitude test in engineering, which is a very prestigious examination in our country, GATE. We call it GATE exam. You can go for MTech and ME in IITs, NITs, IISc, and many other top state universities. At the same time, GATE score is valid for PSU recruitment. PSUs are like BHEL, BEL, all the government sector under big government sector undertakings are asking for GATE rank and GATE score for providing the jobs. Earlier, what used to happen, for example, BHEL is there. BHEL used to conduct examination and separately, and it used to hire the people. Now, their recruitment pattern is totally changed. They are asking GATE qualification, GATE score for getting placed in their company like BHEL. Okay, not only BHEL, for other companies as well. So you can either pursue higher education through GATE or get a good job in government sector through GATE. Okay, so GATE examination, if you are preparing for higher education, you should start from day one itself, because graduate aptitude test in engineering, GATE, is a very prestigious as well as very tricky exam. You should know the basics very strongly to crack this exam. Okay, people, my friends, I know many people who have studied years and years together and cracked the GATE exam and settled well in their life. Okay, so this is one opportunity in India. And you can go for MBA. For example, if you say, sir, I am done with technical aspects in engineering, I am a very good engineer, that's enough for me, I want to go for business administration side, then you can go for MBA. You can go for MBA and you have to write a CAT examination for that. So this CAT examination will help you in getting admission in top B schools like Indian Institute of Management. You have one in Tamil Nadu. I don't know how many of you know it. IIM Tiruchi. Okay. So you have that IIMs in many places like Kolkata. You have Ahmedabad. Many top institutes are there in IIMs. These are all the hi-fi colleges. Like you have IITs in engineering, you have IIMs for MBA. Okay, you can get admission there through CAT examination. Of course, you can do in top state universities also. But IIM, it's like an IIT. It's a brand. Like, okay, so if you are aiming for higher education, so my suggestion is go for GATE examination or CAT examination, and get admission in such kind of institute, so that your future will be very bright. At the same time, PhD in respect to sciences. So if you are having research interest, you can pursue your doctoral degrees or postdoctoral degrees after your PhD in the same IITs, NITs. Again, there also GATE is very much essential. So prepare accordingly if you are planning for higher education for GATE or CAT exam, right? Next, if you want to go abroad, if you want to explore the opportunities abroad, you have examination like TOEFL, you have examinations like GRE, you have examinations like IELTS, and so there are many scholarships which are offered by countries like Singapore, Malaysia, Taiwan. All such kind of universities in those countries are offering free scholarships to our students from India. But there is a criteria for that. You should have a graduation score, like your BTech CGPA should be 9 point something like that. You should have a good IELTS score. You should have good communication skills. All such kind of things. You should, if you are fulfilling, then you will get a good opportunity in the in the respective universities, either in Singapore, Malaysia, not only Singapore, Malaysia, USA, Canada, Germany. Many people will go to nowadays going to Australia and UK for their abroad education along with USA. So you can pursue your master in sciences. We call it MS and MTech, and you can get your future like you can give your better opportunities for your future abroad. Continuing there even after your MS, you can get a good job there itself and settle in your life. So you should, as I told you, that again preparation comes here. You should have good academic background. You should have good proper portfolio, which we call resume. and you should have good project experience. You should be working with many startups. You should be working like an entrepreneur. You should be working with good projects in your colleges. You should be going to hackathons. You should be attending national level, international level events like hackathons. Not only hackathons, but also for example, now Dassault Systems is conducting Akruti. It's an international event. Such kind of in the events like Smart India Hackathon you can attend. So you should have that global exposure so that you can showcase all these capabilities and get an opportunity in foreign universities. Okay, so you can have MS specializations in computer science, embedded systems, aerospace, renewable energy, bioinformatics, AI and ML, data analytics. Many opportunities are awaiting for you. So whether you fix in India or you go abroad, it's up to you. The preparation should start from first year itself, right? Then you should always have a plan B. So whatever we discussed, if everything goes well, these are very good. These are very fine. What if nothing is going your way? You should think of that also, right? So that is what our elders is telling us. You should always have a alternative plan for your future, because you cannot take risk on your future, right? So if you are very well versed in your core engineering, suddenly something happens, some recession happens or something else happens. So I'm not discouraging you, but let's think on that side also. Okay, suddenly there was a decline in the job opportunities. You need to wait for a couple of years to, grow in the career in your particular area of interest, but still you have to survive. Then definitely you should have a plan B. So what is plan B? What I suggest you as a plan B, of course you can have any plan on your own, but what I generally suggest you is switching to non-core careers. Okay, so for example, if you are a mechanical engineer, don't restrict yourself to IC engines and gas turbines or refrigeration and air conditioning. Or if you are a civil engineer, don't restrict yourself to structural engineering aspect or hydraulics or fluid mechanics or such kind of things. You switch your interest towards artificial intelligence, information technology, business, freelancing, and explore what are the different softwares and different types of technologies that are coming in your particular branches. For example, civil engineering people, building information modeling is one of the trending software. You have Revit, you have StatPro, you have many other software packages in civil engineering. Mechanical people, you have CATIA, you have SolidWorks, you have AutoCAD, you have simulation packages like Abacus, ANSYS, many other packages are there, right? You don't think that mechanical is only field work. Okay, we are also having many technologies with us. Similarly, you have to shift your interest towards other branches also. For example, mechanical engineering student, by the time he completes his 4 years, you should have at least one or two modeling packages in his hand. He should excel in that. He should have analysis packages like ANSYS or Abacus in his hand. At the same time, you should have a couple of coding languages like Python or C++ or Java. You should have expertise in. Okay, then only he can survive. So for example, suddenly you don't have recruitment in core branches. If you have good knowledge in Python and other non-core sector, you can shift your interest towards that and you can excel in your career. So no matter what, you have to excel in your career. That is the ultimate goal. That's why you should always have a plan B ready. Okay, so that is why I kept this slide. And then moving to the next part. Just give me a minute. Yeah. So what are the different non-core opportunities you have? So this is open for everyone. You can be any branch of engineering. You can get a good job in IT and software. You can have any branch of engineering. You can get your career in business and management, and you can start your own startups, and you can become an entrepreneur as well. And then what are the skills required for getting non-core sector, or for having a plan B? What are the, because we discussed what are the skills required for private sector, government sector. In plan B, what are the different skills you require is you should have basic coding. Any engineer today should have all these skills. This is mandatory skills. Okay, without these mandatory skills, no branch of engineering student can survive. Okay, so kindly make a note of it. I will try to share this presentation also if possible. So you should have basic coding skills. You should be good in MS Office package, basic data analytics. Data analytics, don't think that it's a very very weak science. It's basic common sense. If you apply, you can learn data analytics easily. You should have good communication and presentation skills. For example, even if you are very good in your core engineering or in non-core engineering, if you don't know how to present it, there is no use. So you should be very good in communication and presentation skills. You should have a couple of online certifications. There are many platforms which we are going to discuss in the next slides, where I will show you some of the free learning sources. And then you should build a portfolio, and you should use your social media very effectively. We will discuss on social media also a little later. So these are the plan B skills. You can call them as plan B skills. You should possess them. And so you should have a roadmap. As I told you, first year is the foundation. You should know what you are doing and where you are heading for the next 3 years. If you are if you are next 3 years, what you are doing, you should have a better understanding. For that, I just developed a simple roadmap. You can use this roadmap as you like. I mean, you can tune this roadmap. I just kept this very generalized. So depending upon your interest, you can make this roadmap very useful to you. Okay, but you should have a roadmap for your first year. So you have 12 months. 1 year means, for example, first 3 months you should have orientation and foundation building. So this is one of such orientation class which you are attending now. Okay, likewise, you should have your orientation. You should understand the syllabus. You should know what is your branch, what are the different, who are the big people in your branch. You should understand who are the seniors. You should understand your college. You should know what are the different facilities available in your branch, in your college. And you should set a daily routine. Okay, like you should have a daily routine of learning what are the advancements in your branch of engineering. Okay, what are the new things coming into your branch of engineering. Okay, and at the same time, in your branch of engineering, what are the different clubs you have in your college. For example, in SA engineering college, many clubs are there. Yesterday I have seen, just give me a minute, my laptop is out of charge. Yeah, done. Thank you. So you should know what are the different clubs available in your college, what are the different student communities available in your college. And likewise, you should explore. First, you should explore your college, and you should build your orientation and foundation. And at the same time, you should know what are the different softwares, like simple softwares like Microsoft Office, MS Office, you call it as. What is the latest release? We should know how to use a Chat GPT. You should know how to use a Google Calendar. You should know how to use a Google Meet. These look very basic, but still they are very much essential. Okay, next 4 to 6 months, you should focus on core learning and technical tools. You should strengthen understanding of the basics. You should learn basic coding languages. You should learn at least one basic software related to your core branch, and you should start developing your own projects. Okay, you should have bigger thinking. Okay, don't limit yourself to smaller things. Just doing some experiments in your lab and coming out, that anyone will do. What is the special in you? You have to question yourself. Okay, and next 3 months, you should focus on soft skills and career awareness. This is the main thing. You should have good communication skills, and you should decide where your future is going to be in the next 3 years. Okay, and final 4 months of your first year, you should review. You should what are the projects you have done, what you have done in the last 6 months, 7 months, or 8-9 months, and then you should plan how your second year should be, how your third year should be, how your fourth year should be. I will tell you a simple story. So many of my friends, including myself, we used to plan like, what after first year? We should go for GATE coaching at the end of third year. We should learn CATIA and SolidWorks at the end of second year. And we should crack GATE at the end. We should appear for GATE examination at the end of third year. And we should excel ourselves in our technical skills at the end of fourth year. And we should be cracking a job at the end of fourth year. Let's say, for example, in the college I studied, Infosys is a very big company which is used to visit. TCS is one company. L&T is another company. So we used to plan like, I should get a good job in L&T. So what are the skills required? So we used to have a good connect with our seniors who are already graduated from our college and got settled in L&T. So we used to get inputs from them. Likewise, you should have a understanding of what you are going towards, and then build your skills accordingly. Okay, and then this is your first year roadmap. Coming to 4-year roadmap, I just told this in some other format, but I will tell you. First year you learned all the skills, right? You have done exercise on what are required, right? Second year, third year, and fourth year are real engineering fields. Okay, they take you to the depth of your engineering branch. For example, mechanical people will study all the basics of engineering in second year, application level in third year, and main project level in the fourth year. Similarly, CSC people, similarly, civil people. The pattern is like that. You learn from first year is your basic, which you call freshman engineering. That's what we call, why we call freshman engineering is you just step into engineering domain. Still you are at the basic level. Second year, third year, and fourth year are the real engineering domains. If you plan your first year perfectly and plan accordingly your second year, fourth year, and third year and fourth year, you can have a very good career. So here I kept some skills here. For core branches of engineering, you have to learn CAD, CAM, CAE tools. You should have a good lab exposure. Spend more time in the lab, develop mini projects, and try to do industry internships as much as possible at the second year level itself. Don't wait for the colleges only to announce and take the responsibility. You also take the responsibility on your own. Your college will definitely encourage you. And career direction plus specialization, third year is also very important. You have to choose your electives. You have to prepare for your government exams, GATE exam, or higher education at third year level. And finally, your final year project should be a resemblance of what you have done in first year, second year, and third year. Right? Final year project means not just a book or someone doing and you just writing your name there. You should put your effort and you should learn how to manage a team, how to become a good leader. You know, what are the skills that are required outside outside your college, that is inside the industry. Are they replicating in your project work or not? Okay, you should do a project which is relevant to the current industry at that particular point of time, not something which is already done and explored by the industry 10 years back. Okay, so you should plan like that, and you should include some of your plan B skills also, like some software, okay, some non-core branch, for example, including artificial intelligence to IC engines. Likewise, you have to include your skills in your in your plan B skills into your core skills. So this should be your 4-year roadmap. Again, you can manage this roadmap to your needs. Okay, this is for core engineering. For CSC and IT people, they should have good programming skills at the end of first year. They should attend hackathons, develop their own skills. They should build small apps. They should know how to use AI. They should know how to work on neural networks. They should have good understanding on programming languages. They should know what giant people like Infosys, TCS, other big companies in India and other countries are doing. And they should focus on their career and they should advance their skills. They should be having good understanding on latest technologies like cyber security. And these people also, the final year project should be aligned with the current trend. See, you can think, I am in first year, why should I bother about final year? Don't think like that. Your first year decides the way you are going for second year, third year, and fourth year. So that's why you should have an understanding. Okay, that's why you should have a good understanding of what you are going ahead. You should have a good roadmap. Okay, so this is the roadmap for CSC IT people. Now, coming to the online courses, apart from the classroom work you do, it is recommended at least to have 5 to 6 courses and course certifications from any one of these branches. Some are free of cost, some are charging for minimal charge only. Let's say, for example, NPTEL you can learn free, but for certification, you have to attend an exam paying some 1200 or 1300. Okay, so NPTEL, SWAYAM, almost both are same, but you have a little difference between them. MIT open courseware you can get in YouTube free of cost. You can learn from MIT professors. Coursera is another platform where you can get a lot of skills required for the future. At the same time, core skills also you can get. Foreign university people will be teaching here. This is little costly, 2600 to 3000 will be there. You will have weekly assignments and all. Skill Link is another platform. Coding Ninjas is another platform, very good platform for learning coding skills. Udemy, very, what you call, I should not call it cheap, but it is very affordable. 400 rupees, 500 rupees, you can get crash courses. You can get better basic understanding. I don't say you will become an expert, but basic understanding you can get through Udemy courses. And finally, your favorite and even my favorite, and maybe I can say our favorite, YouTube is there. See, in YouTube you can have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of channels. I'm not talking about these, channels that are music or entertainment channels. I'm talking about the educational channels. So hundreds and hundreds of channels are there. Just type a simple principle. Let's say I want to learn Newton's second law, or I want to learn Newton's third law. You can see how many number of people have already explained in the form of videos in YouTube. So you should learn from these courses, as I told here. Coursera, Udemy, and Coding Ninjas partially paid, partially free and paid, and you have LinkedIn Learning also. You have YouTube also. At the same time, you can get good communication skills. From YouTube, from Udemy, you can interact with people. Okay, that is very much important. You can excel in your skills only by interacting with people. Just sitting before the computer and learning will not only help, but also communication with other people, discussing the topics with your friends, having technical discussions will always help you to excel in the subject. So subject knowledge only will take you to the next level. Okay, even you can prepare for competitive exams. There are many people who cracked UPSC and government exams using YouTube learning alone. Okay, so that is the power of today's technology. So you should have a good understanding, and at least I recommend you to have at least 2 or 3 certifications from these platforms. Either NPTEL, you can have Coursera, you can have MIT Courseware. MIT Courseware, I think it's only online platform in YouTube, but I don't know how to get the certification. Maybe you can explore and you can learn. Okay, next one is uh, today's tools. I no need to tell you anything much about it, but I'll just quickly make a note of, quickly introduce this to you. ChatGPT, you have a free ChatGPT and paid ChatGPT. Just ask it a simple doubt. It will give you hundreds and hundreds of pages. But the thing is, you have to ask in a proper way, right? For example, you want to learn a very big topic. You ask ChatGPT to tell that ChatGPT explain about working of an IC engine. I am an 8th class, 7th class student. Explain me so that I can understand. You ask the question like that to ChatGPT. ChatGPT will explain you, assuming you are a 6th class student or 7th class student or 8th class student. So that level of bridging it can be done with ChatGPT. Don't just explore ChatGPT to get some answers, but try to make it a learning habit using ChatGPT. Ask a new question every day to it and get some answers, and try to understand the answer and make it a habit. At the same time, we already discussed about YouTube channels. Some of them I mentioned here. You have Gate Wala, Physics Wala. Many people who prepared for NEET and all maybe knowing this Physics Wala. Okay. So likewise, you have Gate Academy, you have Gate Wala, which are free in YouTube. You can get many courses there, and you can learn through their lectures as well. And you should have this Google Keep and Notion. You have the smartphones, right? All of you are using smartphones. In smartphones, you have a notes app. You make notes app to plan your day. You make notes app to track your habits and track your doing every day. That helps you a lot in your future. And then this is the most interesting thing, Khan Academy, right from second class, I think second class onwards, I guess, if not 6th class onwards. 2+2, you have all the mathematics, physics, chemistry concepts very clearly explained in Khan Academy, and it is absolutely free. Okay, you just download the app Khan Academy, and you can choose which grade you want to study, and they will tell you very simply. They will explain you very easily. Even the biggest of the biggest, complicated of the complicated concepts also they will explain very clearly. Okay, and Grammarly and Quillbot, these are for generally for writing your reports. I'm not going to discuss much about them, but you make use of these platforms. These are all absolutely free. Okay, you don't need to pay anything for them, right? So moving forward, of course, I think it's already 3 o'clock. Maybe 10 minutes more I can take, I guess. I'll quickly wind up. So we are in the age of social media. Even you eat, you drink, you sleep, you do everything in social media. There is no, even kids are using YouTube, kids are using Instagram. Such kind of influence social media has taken place nowadays. So in that era, in this particular information age, how to use these platforms for our education is very, very important. Okay, develop a good LinkedIn profile, because LinkedIn is a place where you can find all the recruiters, HRs, very good professionals. You can showcase your skills there, and you can get good opportunities from LinkedIn. Okay, so you can we already discussed about YouTube. Instagram, you follow technical pages. In LinkedIn also, you can follow pages from UGC, you can follow pages from AICTE, You can follow pages from ISRO. You can follow pages from NASA. Okay, their official pages you can follow and see what is happening in and around, so that you will understand what are the skills that are required for you to learn. Similarly, you can follow good pages in good channels in WhatsApp, maybe spiritual, maybe communication related news channels. Whatever that are relevant to your things, you can use them. And at the same time, your good friend Facebook is always there. See, all these can be used in positive way, in negative way as well. Okay, you can spend hours and hours of time just by scrolling reels in Instagram, which will not give you anything. Just put them aside and just follow those pages which are useful to you, which will enhance your learning skills, your communication skills, and make you a better person than today. Okay, so likewise you use your social media. And coming to the things, you should always question yourself what, why, and how. For every concept, if you have these three questions, what, why, and how, you no need to by heart anything. By hearting will never work in engineering. Okay, in engineering, there is no point of by hearting. Even if you by heart, there is no use of that. You should understand the concept. That's why I kept this slide. You should question what is this stuff, what is this, why I am learning this, how it can be solved for a particular problem statement, right? So that's what you have to understand. You should learn in the right way. You should never mug up. That means you should never by heart. Okay. So time management. So this is a very famous technique, Pomodoro technique. So you can use this technique because in this social media age, you always get distracted by many things. Maybe you sit before the book for 10 minutes. Your WhatsApp message may blink, or your Instagram reel may ask you to watch it, or your YouTube recommendation may show you a new video. Came, please watch it. Then your mind may get shifted towards the entertaining stuff. So instead of that, you can use this Pomodoro technique. Pomodoro is nothing but a tomato. Okay. So it's like you work for 25 minutes. Okay. So one Pomodoro is 25 minutes plus 5 minutes break. So that is one tomato. So one tomato means 25 minutes plus 5 minutes break. So you work for 25 minutes, take a 5 minutes break. Again work for 25 minutes, take a 5 minutes break. Like that, you repeat 4 times. After that, take a 30-minute break, which is a long break. Okay. Likewise, 4 Pomodoros plus 1 long break is nothing but your Pomodoro technique. Okay. So simply telling, work for 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break. Again, work for 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break. Likewise, repeat 4 times. After that, take a longer break for 30 minutes. You make it a habit. You can see what are the changes that come in your learning process. Okay, this is a very famous, well-proven psychological technique which many people are suggesting, and many people suggested and already suggesting nowadays. Okay, so use this technique for your time management. This is very crucial. This is very important as well. It looks very, very simple, but you have to make a lot of effort to implement this. But once you implement this, that means you are managing your time very effectively. Okay. Next, balancing study and social life. You should have good communication with your friends. You should have good communication with your colleagues, your teachers, your professors. You should know how to balance your social life, because you should have good understanding of your surroundings. For example, you got 90% in your academics. You don't know how to go from Avadi to Chennai Central, which bus to board. What is the use? Right? You should have good understanding of your environment as well. You should know, you should have good common sense. Okay, you should have good soft skills. Okay, no one will teach you. You should be learning on your own. So that is called, study and social life balance. You should achieve that. Okay, next. So that helps you to reduce stress. I already mentioned you join in certain clubs in your college. So I will show you what are the clubs in your college. Yesterday I have taken this from your website. You have Women's Empowerment Club. You have Women Empowerment Club. You have Quiz Club. You have Competitive Examination Preparation Club. You have Robotics Club. You have App Club. You have a Can Sports Center. You have Presentation Club. Join in any 1 or 2 of the clubs or all the clubs. No problem. Whichever you find interest, you can excel in that. Okay, but don't be idle. Okay, college is a place where you can grow in multiple directions. You have to explore the opportunity. These 4 years are very crucial, very fun filled actually. Okay, they are not, but these 4 years are not burden for you. They are a blessing for you. Okay, and colleges like SA Engineering College are taking many initiatives. I have seen in person. That's why I'm telling, not boosting your college people, but I have seen in person. Okay, so join in any one of the colleges, be an active member. Okay, be a good person, be an active member in the club, and you should make the difference of your presence. For example, you are there and you are not there. The people should know there is a difference, right? Then only you are a successful person. And finally, girls, generally, core branches, girls will always think that core branches are not for girls. We don't have an opportunity to go for CSA and IT. That's why we came here. No, it's not like that. In girls in core branches are also very, very essential. Many successful uh, women leaders are from core branches only. Okay, you should learn about them. Of course, I kept few slides and removed them as well because time is very much limited. So, because girls, you have the creative minds, you are the innovators. I have seen 3, 4 girls who are already running startups from their third year level recently also. Okay, from core branches, not from CSAIT. Of course, from CSAIT also there are people. So don't underestimate yourself. Okay, you think you are not less than anyone. There is no gender discrimination in engineering. Okay, whether a girl studies mechanical engineering, a boy studies mechanical engineering, both are same. Only thing is skill is needed. Okay, right. So today, so coming to the end of the session, we have already seen many things, regarding your first year, final year roadmap. That these many things we have seen. So what are the things you can do right now is you first set a goal, one skill, and you also look at one of the biggest fears that is restricting you to move towards your goal, and avoid that fear first of all. Okay, choose one online platform, take one faculty member as your mentor, maintain a notebook and plan your work for every week. Every Sunday, sit at one place and plan what you have to do the next one week. Learn about the latest technologies like ChatGPT. Watch one video tutorial, one learn about good entrepreneurs, learn about successful people. Let's say, for example, Abdul Kalam. If you are interested towards sports, learn about MS Dhoni, learn about Sachin Tendulkar. You can learn about PT Usha. You can learn about many other people. You can learn about GD Naidu sir, a very famous person from Tamil Nadu. Even Abdul Kalam sir is from Tamil Nadu. Many successful people are there. Learn about them. See what their life is teaching you. Okay, and then this is one part. And coming to the academic part also, you should learn about what are the latest technologies, what are the different research that is going on. Okay, such kind of things. And then joining any one of the club, any one of the WhatsApp group related to your college, and try to attend the quizzes. In our days, we used to have a website called India Bix. Okay, in India Bix, you used to get multiple choice questions. Okay, now you don't need to go for even India Bix also. In ChatGPT, if you ask, give me 30 multiple choice questions related to mechanical engineering at any level, at basic level, intermediate level, or competitive level or senior level, it will give. You can answer them. Even the answers also it will give. No need to worry. Okay, and you always have a good connect with your parents, friends, and your teachers as well. This will help you in lot of ways in your future. And finally, at the end of 4 years, you should not say that I wish I should have done this. You should say that I had done this, I did it. Okay, with that much confidence, you should be there at the end of 4 years. And see, believe, this one sentence I would like to read as it is. So believe in your journey, make mistakes, ask questions, stay grounded, and you will not just become an engineer, but a person that the world needs. This is what we discussed in the first slide itself. Just graduating is not a big deal. You should become an engineer. You should become a good citizen. You should become a good professional. You should become a good family member. You should become a good friend. You should become a good person. You should become a good human being at the end of the day. Okay? And engineering will give you all these opportunities to become all these things. Right? So with that, I think I covered whatever I wish to, because I kept the heading as beyond the syllabus. So these things will not come in your syllabus. You should always make a habit to develop these things. Okay. So with that, I will conclude this session. So thank you for bearing me for the last 1 hour. And thanks to Pragvaran sir, Dinesh, Dhansekhar sir, and Department of Mechanical Engineering, TANCAM Spoke Center, and SA Engineering College for TANCAM. My manager, sir, Irilan sir, and my senior, Sivaram Krishnan sir, for giving me this opportunity to interact with you. If you have any queries, feel free to ask me. I will stop sharing my presentation. Then you can either chat with me in the chat box or you can unmute yourself and ask me. Thank you. Thank you very much. Prabhakaran sir.
None of the students are not having any doubts.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Then can we wind up, sir?
Yeah, yes, just a minute, sir.
Yeah, please. Sir.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of SA Engineering College, I extend my heartfelt thanks to our respected management and principal for this continuous support and encouragement. I sincerely thank our esteemed speaker, Dr. G. Karthik, Research Engineer, TANCAM, for delivering an inspiring and informative session on real-world skills for future engineers. Your valuable insights have motivated our students to prepare themselves for future industry challenge. I also express my sincere gratitude to all the faculty members and organizing committee for making this event a grand success. A special thanks to all the first year students for your enthusiastic participation and active interaction throughout the session. We truly hope that today's program will be a stepping stone towards your successful engineering journey. Thank you all once again. Have a wonderful day. So thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.